All right, hi everybody. It's Bonkai922 here to bring you. You know what time it is? I got food here. I made this little sandwich thing. It's peanut butter, marshmallow, and I think like melted chocolate. You know it's food. You know what time it is? It's Toriko time. Now, this is the 31st of January. I've mentioned this before. This was 2 weeks ago. After this video, I'm gonna upload it. This coming week, on Wednesday, here's what I'm going to do. Every Wednesday, there's going to be a live stream. There's going to be a Toriko live reaction live stream. Now, each time I do these, it's going to be like at least 12 chapters, reading and afterthoughts on. And then, I'll give my thoughts. So like be 6 chapters, thoughts. Then I do another 6 chapters, reading it, thoughts. Then I bring in a guest. And one person, and we talk about 10 chapters. And sometimes we'll be taking, it'll be Lunar, it'll be Justin, it'll be Nostradamus, it'll be whoever. All the Toriko gurus of the YouTube anime community. So yeah. So let's get into this. This is Toriko Afterthoughts. Chapters 41, 91 to 100. These were pretty good chapters, I have to say. What really surprised me in these set chapters, obviously I was essentially surprised about the Century Soup. I did not expect it to go the way it went. Give or take, because like in the beginning, in the beginning, the battle's over with Tommy Rod, and Komatsu can't. He misses the chance to get the soup because it gets taken away from him by one of those bug things, and Toriko's letting him know, don't worry about it, it's okay. Happens all the time. And he's upset about it, but then something happens. I believe what happened was it was Teppei. He basically tells them the last drop of soup is still there. And he basically, Teppei does, I like Teppei. Teppei's pretty cool. He squeezes the last drop of the soup from what is shown as the crumbling storeroom window. The window. It has all the ingredients in there. And Komatsu tastes the soup. He ends up tasting it, and he's basically going to create it. And then, we have the whole thing. Oh, by the way, Setsuna? Setsuno? That old lady? I said it before, I'll keep saying it. Don't with old people. Not in Toriko, not in One Piece, not in any series in Shonen. Because you think, oh yeah, that's a nice old lady, that's a nice old man. He can't touch me. Boom! You just got owned. So yeah, she was pushing that guy. She just totally destroyed his like whatever he had on him, and she made a big part. The majority of these chapters, there was really nothing to it. It was just the after effects, afterthoughts of the aftermath of Hell-Ice. And like Lady Setsuno, she takes Toriko and the gang away from there. And there's a lot of people who are injured. So what ends on happening, this was kind of interesting. It's split up. Toriko goes with Sunny's there too. They meet up with Sunny, not there, but at the area they go. They go to the healing land. And man, that was crazy. You had all these different places where you get healed. And it was just like, there's this one, the amount of craziness of that. There's like, I believe it was a fish or a shrimp or a shark that cures your cancer. I was like, that was interesting. I like that part. And you basically go to the land of healing. Matches subordinates, they get healed by this guy, who was pretty boss. He was pretty boss. He did a lot of shit. His name eludes me at the moment. I believe it was what was his name? Let me go. Shit, I forgot the guy's name. He's good friends with Yosaku. Yeah, Yosaku. He apparently is Teppei's master. He did a lot of shit in these set of chapters. Oh my god. He helped out. He got Toriko's arm back. That was bitten off by, was destroyed by Tommy Rod. With this seed. That was insane, yo. Toriko had to eat so much food so that thing wouldn't destroy his body because it would suck up all the nutrients. Basically, what ends up happening there is Toriko gets grown a new arm. And the guy does that for him. Komatsu, the knights, he ends up, he gives him this item that he's going to use to heal his friend, and give or take. So all those things happen. And Toriko basically has to stay there. And he's told, oh my god, he was told that it had, I think, what was it, 10 years? I think 20 or 10 years or some shit like that. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, 20 years. Oh, 20 years to bring it back to normal. And I was like, he can't wait that long. That was insane. Yeah, but this was a good set of chapters. I'd probably give these set of chapters a 4.5 out of 5. And of course, we can't forget about the century soup that Komatsu had to recreate. So he basically tasted it, and he had to create he went through so many different food ingredients to create this soup. And I find it interesting that Komatsu, as a chef in this manga, he surprises you. This relationship he has with Toriko. It's like, the whole bromance thing, but it's more to the fact that each of themselves, both of them, help each other greatly with what they do. Especially in this series of chapters, like close to like chapter 100, when Komatsu finishes the century soup, like that automatically Once he finishes it, the moment it's done, boom, Toriko's arm grows back. I was like, what? Unbelievable. But the final ingredient, I'm kind of surprised, but actually not really. I'm not going to say that I saw it coming, but when during the Hell Ice arc, they were near the show window, and Komatsu encountered the penguins, the wall penguins. I had a feeling like that was going to come into play later on. And sure enough, it did. And basically, he included all these ingredients. And Lady Setsuno was really surprised. She was like, it took her so long to go to the part of where Komatsu was with the soup. It took her at least, I think she said 10 to 20 years. Same thing with Toriko, kind of. So, it just goes to show you, Komatsu's the shit. As a chef, it'd be really interesting to see who's the better chef. Komatsu, I don't want to bring this up, versus, or Soma from Shugeki no Soma. Who's the better chef? I wonder about that. But anyway, lands on, he ends up completing the soup. But just the amount of time it took him to finish it was immense. Just immense. And, the chapter where she explains it, 30 years. So actually, then I think about it would have, supposedly it was going to take Toriko 20 years to have his arm grow back. And it was going to take Komatsu 30 years to have the suit completed, according to Lady Setsuno. And you think about it, and you're like, that would have been like, it would have wait 10 more years for the suit. That was crazy. So you had a feeling that, he's an excellent chef. He's not, it took him, it didn't take him 30 years. It took him much quicker than that. It's amazing to see how great of a chef he is. And it only took him a little while longer to be at the same spot that Lady Setsuno was with soup. And she told him the whole point is the ingredients that choose the chef. And sure enough, one of the ingredients was something that he found in Ice Hell, which was the penguin. The penguin he brought. Because the penguins over the soup that he just created. And saliva goes on it, and you see the aurora, and it's completed. And he completed it, and it's finished. Oh, shit. It's amazing. Also in these sets of chapters, at the very end, we have another chapter basically with the whole thing with the sweet house. that was pretty funny. Toriko wanted his house rebuilt because it was gone. Of course, his house gets rebuilt, and what happens? They eat it. Because he made it out of a candy. This guy Smiley, I believe, he created it out of candy. All the candies that he found around, like mushroom pudding and all that stuff. And towards the end, we see somebody, the enemy. And I have a feeling who that is. I don't know. But I do know from the gurus. I believe it to be Midora, but I don't know. I'm still not there yet. I'm still not there yet. But I have to say, these sets of chapters were very good. Komatsu, this guy is an amazing chef. That's all I have to say. Because he did something. He was able to recreate. Think about it. Really think about this. This really blew me away. And when I think about it. Lady Setsuno took 30 years to create the soup that she has. It took Komatsu like half a year. And that was only up to where she was. And then only a little while longer to completely. Span of 30 years into a half a year. 6 months. Unbelievable. But this was a great set of chapters. And the main point I found was Komatsu. That's what I found. That's the main point I thought that was brought up in these sets of chapters. And 4.5 out of 5 for these. I mean, now we're done with Ice Hell. Century Soup is done. We're going into a new arc. And with that noted, I'm in the 100s. And being within the 100s, from here on out, live stream reactions. I hope everyone has their food ready. Because let me tell you something. My reactions will be up there. They will. They will. But yeah, I mean, it was a good set of chapters. I really enjoyed the health. The main parts were the healthy part, the healing part, when they were in that area, and you saw these different crazy places. You get massages and healings, and it was insane. And I also felt that the majority, the one thing that would come out from this was Komatsu. Komatsu, come over to my house and cook me something. 18 minutes. Hey. Komatsu, man, Century Soup is done. I want you was awesome. You know what's awesome? When they grin like so high. Their smiles are so big. They're like, yeah. Like, those faces were so retarded, but cool at the same time. So yeah, Century Soup is done. Hell Ice is done. Hell, yeah, is done. So now we go on from here, which God knows what is going to be. I hope everyone's ready for February and March. Now, I'm not making any promises for April. Because remember, people, April is Game of Thrones. And I don't know if I'm going to pull off 3 live... that's 4 live streams a week. That's only off the raw chance that I end up doing, Time to Darkness every week. So that's 3 live streams per week? Damn. It's going to be tough. We'll see. I'm Bonkai922, Komatsu. Yo, this mother, he did it. Made Century Soup, best chef in the land. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Peace.